Don't follow trends, follow your heart.
Hi there and welcome to this week's astrology report. I'm your modern shaman Maria Hjelmborg. I'm your astrologer. And I'm here in Denmark and we are talking about the week that starts at the 25th until the 1st of December. So welcome. We have a new moon in Sag, that's why I'm round by the fire. And another song has been delivered to your clairvoyant astrologer or clairaudient astrologer, and it will be later in the program. So today we are also going to take all of the signs plus the collective report. We'll start with the collective report and you can watch the program here.
Hi. First I will talk a general talk for this week, then take the day of the week one by one, and then end with a little close-up of the week. Then we will take the star board that I have and 1 minute for the nerds, and then the 12 signs. Just before the 12, just after the 12 signs, when the time is at what it says on the screen right now, you can just scroll to it. We will take the song of the week, the song that I got delivered. It's interesting because I get songs delivered. I am a songwriter by profession and lived doing this only for 10 years. And I get them delivered now every week. I didn't ask or plan for it, but it just started. And if you scroll to the minute that you see here, you will hear it. So let's start with this week's new moon report, which is for everybody. Generally for this week, there can be a tension between wanting to go into the psyche on each other, on yourself, and at the same time have a desire for freedom and change for the future. New moon in Sag is going to bring up a new optimistic phase, a new beginning. No matter what you're in right now in your life, you should be able to find the optimism at some layer. The desire to feel the bigger picture image in life, the feeling of having a philosophy or a goal, a meaning with your life is going to grow bigger and might be seen in a new perspective. It's about a decision to look forward into the future. A desire for freedom with sudden changes or upcomings that will change something stable into a new story in your life. We're going to go from the most deep digging sign to the most highest reaching sign, and we are actually simultaneously located in both spheres right now. I mean, even though the higher reaching part of us is taking over more and more, we're still cleaning up in the depths, especially when it comes to the Aries and the Scorpios. We are asking conscious or unconscious questions to ourselves, like, what is the point with my life? What is life about, and why am I here on this green planet? And the best of all is there are good chances to understand and feel that the point of life is love. If you ask me, that's the case. As you know, I always say follow your heart. And the two planets that met Sunday, Venus and Jupiter. We want to expand our horizons, and of course to this also naturally to say that we are going to feel like we want to travel and explore foreign cultures. You might be wanting to go to the moon, Mars, Mexico or Thailand, or maybe just a small trip across the border. Who knows? So let's take the week. Monday, you will feel the tension of last week. That was about sudden changes, also a little aggressive tendencies. Someone that just wants to be different and go towards the stream. Maybe there will be some kind of big spender tendencies, or someone who are better knowing know-it-alls in the relationships and promise a whole lot, but they might not be able to to live up to what they promise. The energy is low since the new moon is right around the corner, Monday. And around the new moon we often have less energy. Tuesday, there's a bigger shift in our relationships and values with more need for dedicated commitment, traditions, and well, maybe the Christmas tradition has already started around you. There'll also be a bigger shift in regards to money, and now you will spend them more reasonable on more, sensible and reasonable things, and you might have more feeling like committing more in the relationship, taking more responsibility, and maybe also be less passionate in the adventurous way when it comes to your relationships. So we have the new moon Tuesday, and that means that there's a new energy on its way. We are on the way up. Wednesday, something happens which is quite subtle. Some dreams are woken slowly to life again. Some kind of turning point which you will feel very subtly if you're sensitive enough. Thursday is a super good day for creativity, both in your speak and your projects. Maybe also a good day to meditate and receive ideas through meditations, and maybe the dreams must be written down, or it's a good idea. Intuition could have something to say as well. And in your relationship to money, there might be coming some kind of a new idea up, quite unexpectedly. The sense of wanting freedom and spend money on manifesting some kind of dream, or try something new with a partner, or just a new partner. Unexpected progress in regards to your plans for the future, finances, dreams that are realizable, can take shape in unexpected manners. Business things that are gonna go to the table, get to the table in another way than you expected. Practical solutions for your relationships, maybe even for your living situation, depending on your own personal schedule, life schedule, or horoscope, as we also know it as. There can come some kind of genius idea up that will change something in a relationship to someone. That's Thursday into Friday. Saturday is a good day to make some constructive conversations float. Make plans that are easy to make real, and throw the plans out that didn't have any roots in reality after all. Sunday, people's levels of tolerance can be low. The know-it-all tendencies can emerge in rebellious outbursts. A part of us in general is gonna feel the sensation to meet people that really understands and connects with us on a deeper psychological level, or find more knowledge within fields that are digging deep, like workshops, online courses, or this kind of reports that I'm doing here. We are continuing with thoughts that are career promoting, and also plans in this new light that already started to show itself last week, like solutions, potentials, changes within or outside, career-wise, getting closer. New perspectives are also found by perhaps finding a new location for things in your natural environment. Maybe you move things around in your home environment, at your work desk. Turn the desk around to see things from another perspective by turning the chair and the table around so that you look from another angle. Can sometimes actually change the inner perspective. see people in a new light instead of keeping them in this light. Like, she's always the goofy one, or he's always the serious, heavy one. Look after something else in their eyes. So now we are going to look at the planets of this week on the starboard. And of course we have a lot of planets which have the same location more or less every week, but I'm just going to say it shortly that we have a lot, as you can see up there, in Capricorn and in Sagittarius and Scorpio. So it's mainly at that part of the horoscope. So we have Pluto, we have Saturn, we have the South Node, which is turned the wrong way here. In Capricorn, Venus entering, also 4 planets there, Jupiter in the Sag, the Sun there as well, Mercury and the Moon starting, and Mars in Scorpio, the North Node in Cancer, and then of course Uranus in Taurus, Chiron in Aries, and Neptune in Pisces. So the new moon Tuesday is with Venus and Jupiter in Sagittarius, right before Jupiter leaves the sign for the next 11 years. New moon Tuesday is in 4 degrees of Sag, more or less. And there will be a king-conjunct between Uranus and this new moon. From Sunday last week, Jupiter-Venus conjunction, Venus is going to pass Jupiter Monday. Venus has a sign change Tuesday into Capricorn. Mercury is moving across where we were from around the 10th to the 21st of November. Mercury will be trining Neptune Thursday. Venus is getting closer to the trine to Uranus around midnight from Thursday to Friday. Mercury is sextiling Saturn Saturday. Wednesday, Neptune is turning into go direct. And the moon is going from Scorpio to Aquarius from Monday to Sunday. And, we have the 2020 aspect where the heavy planets are meeting up on the 12th of January in Capricorn. Culmination time. I'm just preparing you guys. 12 signs of the week. Well, Aries. What's interesting for you right now are the deeper psychological themes and the more occult. It's going to be of your interest, and maybe you're going to participate in online courses or, in general, just courses where psyche is what you're focused in. You're going to feel really good in the environment you are, actually, now that your planet is back home in Scorpio. Well, it's also home there for him, and you'll have the opportunity to deepen yourself into the subjects you are interested in and that you're doing right now, and find the inner peace. You're also going to find this inner peace by searching for special places or environments where there are like-minded people that really understand each other's needs. Taurus. The first couple of days of this week, it could be a little more tricky. You're going to have to find some kind of balance. Then from Wednesday, you find a little more peace inside. But at the end of the week, you're going to get some kind of idea or thought that you can't wait to explore and manifest and make real in your life. And that might also bring you into a completely other track than you had expected. And that's probably also going to mean a whole new situation for you. Gemini. Well, time is up for you to boost your image on the outside. It has something to do with your career and your work, probably. And these are the times where you probably don't tell a lot of people what it is that you're doing these days. And that's actually a good way to move forward, because it will make you keep your concentration and focus more, because you can be the kind of chattering type And when you keep things to yourself, you're able to get further ahead. And you need that in the process you're in right now. Also in regards to your career and work. Cancer. The new moon at the beginning of the week could be a good time to start out new projects. In certain areas of your life, you're a little bit alone with things right now, and actually that's fine with you because you have so much that you have to do. Especially when it comes to cooperation with your colleagues and your partner in your private life and people in general around you. Maybe you have some creative assignments that you're spending your time on, and that's also really recommendable. Even if it's a love relationship you are creatively exploring. Leo. What can I say, Leo? You know you're the sign that follows your heart. And actually, it's really nice for you because you're the fifth sign and a lot is going on in your fifth house, and that's just what tells us all that it's time for love. So you gotta take advantage of the good aspects to do something about it, especially if you don't think that things are running the way you would love them to run. Especially this week's aspects are good to contact other people, also for dating if that's relevant, if you're not in a fixed relationship. If you are in a relationship, it would make a difference if you would arrange some kind of trip or something like that, where you get out of the daily life, where you always do the same thing, so that you can just spend time being present in the moment with your partner. Virgo. It's not small talk that you are after during this time. If you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or if you're in some kind of steady relationship of some kind, it will be good to speak about the future, about your wishes and desires, and about how the relationship ought to be. It's very important in regards to this that you keep your earth connection and try to be realistic. Usually you are really earth connected, but this week you can float around the stars and lose your earth connection. Libra. Well, Libra, these are times where you might get a feeling of freedom and independence. You're starting a phase, a period where you have a special focus upon your family and your house situation. It's really important that you're planning and structuring all things, activities and things that you do, and don't leave things to circumstances or to fate. If you are anyways, we know that when we talk about the stars, but it's a time where you structure things, and if you don't have things in a tight structure, what can happen is that you suddenly are going to act on the contrary to what it is that you really want, and then things will turn out differently than you expected, and maybe that's actually what you do want. So that's going to give you a feeling of freedom. It's up to you. What I'm saying here is that a lot is going on in that field, and you have the opportunity to really think out of the box and do something radically new. But you can also, go with the structure you're going to really want in the long run. Scorpio. So you are in a phase where you are needing peace and quiet time. Last week was a really hefty week. A lot was going on, a little too much perhaps, but now you have the chance to deepen yourself in your own interests or do something good for yourself, even if it might cost a little extra on the bank account. You're going to be listening to some secrets that people are going to reveal to you this week. The question is, it's not a question of whether you like that or not, because you love when people share secrets. The question is, can you keep them? Treat others like you want to be treated, is what I say. Sagittarius. So this is actually the last week where you have a chance to finish, as I said before, certain projects or certain things, assignments, things you have been working with, things that are close and near and dear to your heart. And as we know, and we've been talking about a lot, the last year has been really beneficial for you, and a lot of new things has been going on, and for sure you have been having big arm movements, as we say in Danish. Sagittarius is known for really having the great, huge, big visions, and maybe sometimes they are too big and not realistic enough. So now is the time where it's probably clear what is realistic and what is not realistic. But if we look upon your work and also your health for the next 6 weeks or 5 weeks, as you might already feel now, the circumstances around the daily life and work is changing. And it might be that certain sudden decisions come up and change what happens to your daily life. It's good if you can really be prepared for that things aren't as they used to be, and that it's constructive, that something new can happen. Probably you're gonna need to take some of the heavier duties of your daily life to get them less burdensome. If you have some burdens concerning your health, it would be a good idea to look for some new and maybe not tried before ways of treatment. Maybe you are having a big faith in new technology, and also you might realize that what you're eating is of a big importance, and drinking as well. And just by focusing on changing your drinking and eating habits, you can change a lot when it comes to your health. Capricorn. One or more of your acquaintances is really doing all they can to fulfill your desires and wishes. And actually, that's just something that is going to make you very, very grateful. And you're probably also going to show it to them in your own special way. If you're going to express yourself verbally or in writing, then it's the deep feelings that you're appealing to. And there will be lots of people who is going to feel moved by what you're saying, or touched deeply this week. Aquarius. Well, you have a special focus on your work around this time, and it's also in this field that some of the special changes are happening during this time. It could be as if things are falling into place more on its own, actually, where you almost don't have to do anything for the puzzle to fit. Especially at the end of the week, where you are gonna feel some luck with your wishes, and the more prepared you are, the better for the process. Pisces. In the last year, you have had a strong focus upon your career and upon doing things for your competence, or what do you call that in English? Abilities, what you're good at. Now the time is up for you to really test and also just make real some of these projects that you have started, to see if the ship can sail. So now it has to go out into the world and be tested. And it might not be as easy as you think it will, but in the long run, things will pay off for sure. And now we're ready for this week's song. Are you ready? Everywhere I go,
I feel the love in the flow. Everywhere I turn, I feel the fire burn. Oh, oh. Every night I sleep, I travel lands of peace. Every time you're near, your silence all I hear. 1,000 dots, 1,000,000 voices, magic everywhere. A lover's quest, release the noise, it's only you and me there. And dance, dance, dance around the fire, burn the oil to take you higher. Round, 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 round and round we go like a horse in a circus show. Dance, 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 put your life at stake, it's your chance to knock on heaven's gates. Burn the oil, throw it in the flames, touch your heart as they call your name into yourself. They will fill you up with love to reach the heavens and the stars above. Empty your mind, empty your soul, enter your heart to get into your goal. Empty yourself and they will fill you up with love. Yeah. Empty yourself, empty yourself, empty yourself and they will fill you up. Empty yourself, empty yourself, empty yourself and they will fill you up. Empty yourself, empty yourself, empty yourself and they will fill you up with love. Empty yourself, empty yourself, empty yourself and they will fill you.
There is this angel saying, I'm gonna find my way back home. The secret is love, he said. You've got to lift yourself up, try again. One day you will break through. What you long for will find you.
Don't follow trends, follow your heart.